Yes, 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 yes. We back, baby. We back. We got some things on in here for you today, baby. We got to talk. You know what I mean? We has to talk. We has to talk today, y'all. We got to talk today, man. Let some people get in the chat, tapping in with y'all. Really appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? We got some things on the chopping block today. This is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the weekly, you know what I mean? Just get to everything. You know what I mean? Wrap it all up. You know what I'm saying? Wrap it all up in a week. You know, just talk about a little bit of everything. I'm gonna let some people tap into me real quick. But hey, listen, man, you definitely had just entered the room of Raw Dope Podcast Vlog. I cover news, sports, entertainment, a little bit of everything. I want you to share this video. I'm live. I'm talking about it all. It's just a weekly wrap up. We got Melly on the chopping block again. Diddy, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar. We got the World War III rumors, man. We got a few things, man. We got a few things to talk about. TAYK got his court date. You know what I'm saying? We got a few things that we rapping about. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all input, man. Then a new Maryland. I know y'all seen my thumbnail. You know, want to talk about the new Maryland with all, you know what I'm saying, with a black administration. You know what I mean? And they using the hip hop thing. They saying it's the new, they calling it Maryland Row. So I got a few things that I'm tapping in with y'all today with. Quite a few things that I'm tapping with y'all in the day with. My fault, my little tripod almost went out. But I have a few things that I'm tapping in with the people today with, man. So I'm just saying, man, hey, it's one person in here, whoever you is right now, man. I appreciate you. Hit that like button. Get the likes going for me. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel right now, man. But I'm gonna let some people get up in here, man, and I'm gonna play a little bit of this, man. And this is what I'm saying, man. The first thing that I want to talk about is, I don't know. It's so much stuff that I want to talk about, and I don't want to get into the logistics of anything and get my channel took a butt. What is definitely going viral right now is rumors of World War III. That is something that's going around. I don't I don't know much about it, but just doing the research because that's on every news thing. I'm a big news guy. So I watch a lot of news, you know, CNN, CBS, ABC, all of the news sources, you know, I like to watch. You get what I'm saying? I'm a big guy, big fan on the news. But the first thing that I want to get into, man, is that this thing, you know, with our country and we yacking with other people. I think it's a time, man. I think it's that time in that era, in that place where things are getting a little changed. So I'm gonna play this right here of what they saying is going on, a little bit of what's going on. One of my favorite places I like to get information from, top stories.
Russia-Ukraine war. Kiev is now alleging that Moscow deployed an intercontinental ballistic missile against Ukraine. Now, Russia, for its part, has made pretty tight-lipped and has refused to comment on the Ukrainian claim.
What up, man? Like this video. Y'all just tap in, like this video. Welcome to Raw Dope Podcast Vlog. News, tapping in. Just tap in, like the video for me, get the lights going up, man. You mean the algorithm.
Russia-Ukraine war is continuously escalating.
So this World War III thing, Musk is going to go over this thing that's going over in Russia.
It's very real. Take a look.
Here it is. It's like a world news joint. It's like missiles are being, I'm looking at missiles right now.
Escalation in the Ukraine war. Ukraine accused Russia of launching an ICBM.
They accused them of launching an ICBM.
Targeted the central city of Dnipro. President Volodymyr Zelensky accused Moscow of turning Ukraine into a testing ground for advanced weaponry.
He is so afraid that he uses new missiles and he searches the world for other places to find weapons. In Iran, in North Korea, today there was a new Russian missile. All the characteristics, speed, altitude of an intercontinental ballistic missile. An investigation is currently underway.
The alleged ICBM strike comes amid a broader missile barrage, representing a potential game-changing moment in modern warfare. Capable of striking targets thousands of kilometers away, these missiles
What up?
symbolize the ultimate weapon of strategic deterrence. With a range exceeding 5,500 kilometers, ICBMs can theoretically reach virtually any global target, making them the most devastating long-range weapons.
So this ICBM missile can hit anywhere.
France, India, UK, and North Korea are the only countries known to have operational ICBMs. Russia and US have the biggest stockpile of these missiles that can carry nuclear warheads and hit any target on the planet.
Sure.
Modern ICBMs equipped with MIRV technology allow multiple targets located at different locations to be engaged with the same missile with several warheads. The Kremlin did not confirm it had deployed the weapon and asserts it is doing everything possible to avoid a nuclear conflict. The British government has issued a stark warning describing potential ICBM use against Ukraine as a conflict escalation of unprecedented magnitude.
Ooh. Ooh.
They've stepped up attacks on civilian centres, killing children. They've deployed at least 10,000 North Korean troops.
I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, if you think about the Quran and the Bible, and if you have any type of, religions, or your family brought you up in religion, they say that man is going to destroy the earth. And World War III, they saying, will be the war of nuclear weapons. And the United States and Russia is a few other countries that hold the most of these ICBM missiles. And I don't know, man. So I don't get too deep in that, but I'm just saying, pay attention, because what happened if what is the protocol if a nuclear missile hits our country? What do we do? It's missile technology, not long range, so they didn't break any international laws. Okay, my man, what that is. Adams, I like that. I like somebody that's paying attention. So, okay, they didn't break no laws, so but what is this rumor about? Everybody's just been talking about this. Everybody's just been saying this is what's going on. Everybody's been saying, and I've been hearing about this for maybe like 5 or 6 years, that these countries are loading up on these certain weapons, and these weapons are mass destruction. And if anybody launching them, that means everybody get to launch them. And what I want to know is, as just being a civilian, that's being the people, what will we do to survive? What's the survival tactic? I got to Google some of that stuff, and I got to look up some of that stuff. Okay. And then they said it's 2 types of missiles, though. One of the missiles, it could, they said it's worse than a Scud missile, this other missile. Are you familiar with that? You know what I mean? Hey, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to get people back in our room. I don't know why, the algorithm got low. But I don't know, man. I think it's something that need to be talked about. I think it's something that need to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because people, we get too caught up in hip hop and get caught up to our daily routine. We forget what's going on, because I look at it like, if something like this happen, how do we prepare? How do we prepare? Yeah, but how do we prepare for this? If it kicks off, how do we prepare and be safe? Okay. That's big facts, bro. I like that, man. You subscribe to the channel, man. Where you from? Subscribe to the channel. So the rapper TAYK, he's back in court. Now y'all remember TAYK? He did the race, TAYK. TAYK did the race. I don't want to get stuck too much on that whatchamacallit. Yeah, what up, Blockbuster? Right now, the best thing you could do is to start to form groups, make honest communication with people, learn skills that you could use. That's a good idea, man. Tap in with me, man. Tap in with me. Follow me at Rawdope Podcast on everything. RAWDOPE Podcast. That's my email address too, man. Anything I need to learn, man. I'm a student. I like to watch certain joints. I'm checking these missiles out now for content reasons, man. You know what I mean? Salute the Blockbuster, man. You know what I mean? I think he's one of my members, but I'm just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Would it be a World War III? I wasn't living through World War I and World War II. From my understanding, my grandfather was in World War II. Was our country harmed in any type of way? Did it get to New York? Did it get to the White House? I got to do some research. I know they hit Pearl Harbor, and I think that's the furthest it got into our region. But, you know, the whole world suffered from it. It was definitely a crazy thing. Definitely a true crazy thing, man. But that's tough. So, TAYK, man, I know y'all remember TAYK, right? TAYK is the kid, you know, on my weekly wrap up. TAYK is the kid that you know, did a bunch of crimes. You know, he's been convicted on one in Texas, which we knew he was gonna get convicted of. But he had a song called "The Race." I think that song, it's got hundreds of millions of views on that. But he's back in court. You know, he had a few charges when he was on the run. He's back in court, you know, fighting another murder case, another murder robbery case in Texas, I think. You know what I'm saying? They just gave him a court date, you know what I'm saying? And I was a fan of TAYK's, but you know, I was a fan of TAYK's. You know, I liked him. You know what I mean? I liked it, you know, the little song and stuff that he had, and you know, I thought that he was all right. But here we go. Hold up. There we go.
A 24-year-old convicted murderer is set to head to trial in a capital murder case next year. Former Texas rapper Tamor McIntyre is accused of fatally shooting and robbing a 23-year-old man. Eric Hernandez takes us inside the courtroom as it was decided when jury selection and the trial would begin. They're all the same. Tamor McIntyre, known for his stage name TAYK47, sat quietly in the courtroom as his case was awaiting to be called up. McIntyre, already convicted of murder in Tarrant County and sentenced to 55 years in prison, has been awaiting trial in the April 2017 capital murder of Mark Anthony Saldivar. According to an arrest affidavit, Saldivar was robbed of his camera equipment and fatally shot in the Chick-fil-A parking lot across from North Star Mall. At the time, McIntyre was on the run after his GPS monitor while out on bond awaiting trial. McIntyre was later caught in New Jersey. But while on the run, he released a song called The Race. The music video on YouTube has more than 360 million views. And the song ended up on the Billboard Hot 100. And then he posed in front of his wanted poster. Because of that video, his attorneys had a concern about the size of the jury pool.
The nature of the case involves a music video, and that music video is very famous and well known. So we may need a little bit more than the average pool because people are familiar and just want an opinion.
A jury pool of 200 people are now expected to be called in on February 7th and testimony to begin on February 10th. Since being in the Bexar County Jail, McIntyre has picked up 3 new charges of prohibited substance in a correctional facility. Now, this trial will be taking place here in the 187th District Court. Again, that is on February 10th of next year. McIntyre, if he's found guilty, would automatically be sentenced to life in prison without parole. Advocate in the Reeves Justice Center, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
I am TAYK. So, TAYK been locked up for the last 7 years, and he's serving a 55-year sentence in the state of Texas, which is one of the most harshest places. Like I said, Florida, Texas, those places ain't nowhere to play with. Because of the juvenile law, you know, I think TAYK didn't get life. Now TAYK is 24 years old, and they done prolonged this murder case out for years, and if he's found guilty, they're going to give him that bow. Which they wanted to give him that bow the first time. They wanted to give TAYK that bow. And I don't know if TAYK shot the guy. I don't know who the witnesses, but I know TAYK was running with a crew of young people, you know, that stood up and told, and them kids been in jail for a while now, and it's hell in jail. You see TAYK got a big cut around his neck. He been yocking. He getting it. He's a known gang member. But it's funny to me because I'm from Maryland. You know, if you coming back on a trial or you coming back on appeal or something like that, it take that time. But, you know, to be pending a murder case for 7 years, it's like, hold up. Like, you know, you ask me, this case should have been done in 3 years. You know what I mean? But he's got 55 years. And I think this is his last case. So if TAYK possibly give this time back, you get what I'm saying, or possibly beat this case, hopefully he do. You know what I mean? You know, you innocent until proven guilty, but you know what I say. When you from the ghetto, you are guilty until proven innocent. So if TAYK beat this, he might have a chance of getting his freedom back because he might could do some modifications. I don't know how it works out, Tech. They don't give a fuck. 55 years, he went to jail at 17. He could see the streets again with 55 years. He could make parole. You think about it, put 55 on 70, put 55 years on a 17-year-old. That would make him what? 82? You know what I mean? You got old people to live to see 82. So that's what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And then, you put 25 years on 17 years, will give you 42. So he could be home in his 40s. You get what I'm saying? With Texas, to have a parole, I'm quite sure, he'll make parole because he'll be so older. You know what I mean? He was in there from a juvenile and different laws change. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But if he get life without parole, you know what I'm saying? That's a long process that he's already probably handling. But TAYK been in jail since he was 17 years old. And that's one thing I want to speak about. Do I think with all the crimes that TAYK committed, along with a lot of these juveniles, do I think TAYK should serve life in prison? No. No, because he was under the age of 18 when he did all this shit. So you can't say this kid, at 8, he's not going to be thinking the same way at 16, 17 when he get 35. Now, the harsh sentence is something recommended because, you killed somebody. You took somebody's life. So you have to, man up and do your crime and do your time like a man. You get what I'm saying? You do your crime like a man, you got to do your time like a man. You get what I'm saying? So I say, and to TAYK defense, man, I think that it should be something down the line where he get another chance. If he beats his murder, if he don't get life without parole, because in Texas, if you get life, they not letting you go. So if he doesn't get life, or he makes a plea agreement through the mix, man, give me 30 years, run a concurrent and get it out their face. They just want a conviction. He gets that, man, he probably can get a sentence modification. Judge probably can feel with him because at the end of the day, he was very, very, very young when he did this, man. You know what I'm saying? These crimes happen between the age of 15 and 17 years old. I mean, if he had common sense, he would have never been around his wanted posters. The police didn't catch him. He had a little fun running. He was, FBI most wanted. He was all at 17 years old. And then, from my understanding, when they was looking up, his way, he was born into the gang world. His family's from LA, moved out. Shorty's got a whole horrific background. Why he ended up in the hands and custody of the Department of Correction at such a young age. It was like he was headed for that. He should be able to come home one day. You get what I'm saying? He should be able to come home one day, bro. He should be able to come home one day, bro. 100%. He should be able to come home one day. And I think so. But, Texas is such a, like Florida, like Boston, these places are such, different. I would say there's such a different place and a different space where it's though it's crazy. It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me that, this time that he got. And even with it, it's like he had co-defendants and they turned against him. And I think he went to trial. But I just think nobody in that court system, when you so young and you commit crimes on this level, like, man, it's just like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got victims and then you got defendants. You get what I'm saying? Nobody deserves to lose their life because you want to steal a camera. Nobody deserves to lose their life because you had a bad background. But it happens. It happens, bro. And you got to understand the mentality. We're not talking about a 25, 26-year-old TAYK. That's what I just want y'all to get in your mind. All I'm saying is we're not talking about a TAYK with a brain. We're talking about TAYK that's popular on the rap tip. He's running around. He's a gang member. He's been misguided his whole life. But that spells doom. That spells doom. And on top of that, he was in and out of juvenile. So he never really had no time as a free man. Probably since 12 years, between 12 and 17 years old, TAYK lived a life of crime. And by the time he got 17 years old, 18 probably when they convicted him, they cracked his head. They cracked his head because the crimes that he was committing carried that amount of time. Wasn't like this a drug case. Wasn't like they were just doing stupid shit, bro. They were doing stupid shit their whole life. And you know what I'm saying? And their whole life were very, very young. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, TAYK, and rest in peace to all the victims that lost their life in this situation. I don't know if he did it or he didn't, but apparently one of the cases he had, they convicted, found him guilty, and sent them up the river. And TAYK has been in jail since like 2017. If I'm not mistaken, he went on a run for like 3-4 months. I'm not sure, but he didn't last on the run long. They got him. They brought it in. At first it was a game. You was throwing the signs up on the visit. It was an internet frenzy. But TAYK's been laid down now for 7 years. And after his conviction, that was a few years ago, he ain't really been hearing nothing about TAYK. So now that he's going back to court for his new trial. You know what I mean? They killed that. And then all the little buddy, you say, really gave him an out of the situation was that he was getting himself into, but he kept digging and going out of his way to get himself back in the situation. Facts. I know a lot of people wish they would have had the same out way to make good money and not have any more real problems. Well, let me say this to you, bro. When you grow up and, his mother was a gang member, his father was a gang member, everybody was around him was a gang member. He grew up being birthed a gang member. He's running back and forth, being moved all around the world. His father locked up, his mother locked up. He grew up with this mentality. So if you bring a little child into the world, right, and you teach him how to, since he's 1 year old, you show him how to start fixing on cars. And by the time he's 12, he's going to liable to know how to change a tire, fix a thing, because he's breathing into this. Now, when you think about street individuals, if people been smoking weed, toting guns, throwing up gang signs, shooting and robbing around you since you was a little boy, and when you were a kid running around with your diapers on, they're praising this and they're showing you this, what are you going to turn it to? It's not like TAYK was a privileged child that had it good. Like, he didn't have the island boy syndrome, come from Hawaii and had it good and want to be tough. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that his upbringing was the reason why he self-destruct before he was even 18 years old. Because that's a real issue, self-destructing and committing crimes that you can't give back at, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? We could look at the Nicholas Brownish story. If you ever look up a guy named Nicholas Brown, and I'm going to do a video on that guy. He's from Maryland. He killed his mom and dad. I was in prison with him. He helped me get my GED. He probably doesn't even remember this, but he knows he was in Patuxent and he know, he was in a GED class, and he might remember guys that took his GED. But I used to cheat on tests and ask him questions, and Nick would give me the answer. I'm much older than Nick, but Nick was 17 years old. And I remember being in school, right? I remember being in school, and we in school, we in jail, and in Patuxent Institution. Anything that I'm saying, you guys can Google. It's called Patuxent Institution. It's located in Maryland. All you guys got to do is grab your notepads and Google it. So that is a place where I would say high profile cases go, mainly juveniles. If you had like a SIRS, murder charge, or, just they have a program. They have like a second chance program that's altered by counselors, caseworkers, and doctors. You get what I'm saying? They determine when you get out of jail. If you got life, you know what I'm saying? These people are, you supposed to be sent there to rehabilitate yourself under a doctor, psychiatrist, under their, what they call it, under their custody. And they teach you a lot of things. And if you got 50 years, they could get you home in 15 years if they feel as though you're ready for society. I was in the place because they had a drug program there. Nicholas was in the place because he was trying to get into the EP program. Hold on, y'all. Hey, MJ, I'll meet you right back. I'm on YouTube, bro. Just go to my YouTube channel and give me a like. I'm on YouTube. Just go to my YouTube channel and give me a like. That's my brother right there. So we was in Patuxent Institution, and this place was for, dudes that had mental ill problems, dudes that had juveniles that had a lot of time, or adults that committed certain crimes. It was called the EP program. But I was there for drug use. But everybody that was in the building could go to GED together if you was signed up for school. I was in the GED program. So that was so important to me when I was locked up to get my GED. Nicholas Brown was in there. Nicholas Brown was in there for killing his mother and father and his 2-3 little brothers and a cat and dog. And the other guys was in there. One dude was in there for, you know, hitting his mother with a hammer. A lot of crazy dudes was in there with crazy charges that made the news. So we sat to school one day. Everybody in there chop it up. It's a laid back day at school. We had night school because they couldn't go to school in the daytime because those guys had to do the EP program all through the day. It was a structured program. So I'm in school at night, and I had the drug program during the day and went to school at night. So when I'm in the school doing my thing in the school, we in there talking one day. So nigga, somebody asked them. They say, Nick, why you kill your little brothers? Like, if you killed your parents, why did you kill your little brothers? Nick said, Nicholas Browning said that he was 17, right? I think 15 when he did the crime, 17 when he committed. He's 15. But when I met him, he was 17. He said, the only person that I would tell my story to would be Katie Carey. Yo, this is what he said, bro. He said, the only person I would tell my story to is Katie Carey. So I say that to say Katie Carey. What I say that to say that what's the difference between Nicholas Browning and TAYK? TAYK is in prison because he was brought up throwing up gang signs. He was brought up to violence. Nicholas was brought up in a house where he lived in a huge house in Timonia. He was a privileged child. He killed his whole family. TAYK was robbing. TAYK was robbing and killing. Nicholas Brown is serving 3 consecutive life sentences for the crime that he committed, and TAYK is serving 55 years. Would Nicholas Brown get out of jail one day because he was 15 years old when he got arrested and all these juvenile laws are going on? And would TAYK get out of jail, you know, before he's older? But Nick, when I was around Nick, he loved the Xbox, clean cut kid. You know, family was coming to see him all the time. You know, he joked and, you know, he was a kid. You know, I met him at 17, you know what I'm saying? And I was in Patuxent in 09. So that was 15 years ago. So he got locked up in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. So he's had about 18 years in prison. So he's about 36, 37 years old now. And they have sent him to Cumberland because he didn't make the Patuxent program. Because I remember one thing that he said. He said that he wished he had one life sentence, because if he had one life sentence, if they would have gave, you know, all the life sentence and Radical Character gave him life without, he would have probably had a chance of coming home through the Patuxent system. But they moved him from Patuxent, and, you know, he's in his final resting place, which is Cumberland. So that's what I say to say that, you know, TAYK and all the juveniles is really, really rough out here, man. And these laws, they in these certain towns, like Nicholas will probably got the death penalty in Texas or Florida for killing his mother and father and little brothers. He probably got the death penalty in one of those states. But Maryland doesn't have the death penalty, and he got that year. And let me tell you something else. Nicholas Browning has support from his family. After he killed his mom and his dad, or I thought that he killed. Let me look it up. Nicholas Browning. Let me look this up. Nicholas Browning. Okay, now 10 years ago, this was the case. I want to get into this for y'all before I get into the topics. But this was a case of a very saddened case. You know what I mean? Nicholas Browning uses controversial pen pal website. You know, 12 years ago, all this stuff. So that was 12 years ago. That would put him in 12. That would put him like 6 years in prison. You know, I just want y'all to, I'm going to take y'all back to this right now. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop it. Like, even if in the communities, they still think they can get around teaching a child how to understand their emotions. And yet, and even, listen, both communities, the privileged and the non-privileged, but the non-privileged don't understand why the privilege is doing that. That's what we would never understand, bro. Like, you got your own bedroom, you got video games, you got clothes, your parents got both cars, you got anything you want in the refrigerator. You could ask your people to get stuff from the market. They're not complaining about bills or nothing like that. And that's what we think. Like, yo, y'all come from these privileged neighborhoods. Why would you commit crime? We only commit crime because that's what we see every day, and that's what we grown and breed it into. Why do you kill your parents? Like, what do your parents do to you that make you want to kill them? Like, that's different. We come from the urban community where our parents use drugs, abuse us, leave us, and all that. We still don't want to kill our parents. It don't make no sense. But he killed his parents. Like, he killed his parents. And I remember, he was in the county jail. I met him actually. I think he went to the county jail after me. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember, but I was in Patuxent with him, but I think he was in the county jail because we seen the case. As a matter of fact, he was in the county jail because we watched that case on the news in the county jail. But here we go. I'm going to give you a little bit into it. This was 10 years ago. I'm going to give you a little update. Now, here we go. Hold up.
Sales professionals in Maryland, I've got a pitch for you. You also need a cup of coffee, but are you energized? Do you want to?
Here it is.
Not to reveal their names, but they shared with ABC what they know about Nicholas Browning. He was on the golf team and a student in the gifted and talented classes at Delaney High School. He's only 15.
15. Told y'all.
Nicholas Browning has been charged as an adult with 4 counts of first-degree murder.
Told you.
Baltimore County Police say he used his father's gun to kill his parents, John and Tamara, along with his brothers, 13-year-old Gregory and 11-year-old Benjamin, while they were sleeping on Friday. Mr. Browning was an attorney in Towson. Police say Nicholas threw the gun in bushes near the home. He then went to a friend's home and spent the night. He came back home Saturday evening around 5.
He came back out of the house, told the friends that he found his father dead inside. 911 was called. Police responded, found the father dead on the ground floor, his mother dead in the bedroom upstairs, and his 2 brothers dead upstairs, all dead from gunshot wounds.
Police searched the house and canvassed the neighborhood before Nicholas told investigators he killed his family. According to his statements, Nicholas was having some sort of disagreement with his father. That's insane. Friends gathered in front of the home to say a prayer.
Now, that was when the case first happened. Now, here he is. This guy gets into it with his pops. Man, I'm a man that grew up around his pops. I got this into it with my father. I was scared. I never thought about in the history of living to grab a pistol on my parents. It's endless to me. It's endless to me. And it was so much on this guy. It was so much. Okay, T. Slater entire your family while they slept. So somebody did pick up the story a year ago. See, like I said, he's been locked up for so long that I knew that his story would come to an intervention. And it's crazy because it's hundreds of, maybe thousands of inmates that ran across him and know him. You get what I'm saying? It's so, because he's been in jail for so long, and and he's been in Cumberland. And I'm quite sure he only been in 3 places. Since he been locked up, he only went from Towson to DOC. From DOC, they sent him to Patuxent. From Patuxent, they sent him to Cumberland. And that's where he's just been at. You know what I'm saying? Cumberland, Maryland. It's a correctional facility in Maryland, and it houses dudes with a lot of time, or dudes that's got a lot of goddamn adjustment history to get in a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he's been at. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure he's probably in the gang. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know. Like he looks like he would be breeded into that. Or I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I left Nick a long time ago. Like I ain't been around him in a long time. I don't know what he was, but like I said, they described him tall guy, stood about maybe 5'9". He was a little taller than me, skinny kid, man, was cool. Like he was, I don't know how to tell y'all how cool a murderer is. Being in prison, you meet dudes that's locked up for murder, rape, kidnapping, extortion, drug selling, larceny, setting people on fire. You meet everybody locked up for all types of crimes. And I don't know how to describe to you a person that killed his family. He was a normal dude. Laugh, joke, kick it. You get what I'm saying? He was, you know, being in school with him and being around him, he was normal. I'm just telling y'all, he was normal. To be honest with you, he was normal. He was really, 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 really normal, man. I don't know. I know he was normal, bro. But that's what I'm saying, man. I didn't want to I know y'all took that ride with me real quick. I got so deep into that because, you know, I seen both sides. I seen the black kid get crucified in the courtroom, and I seen a white kid get crucified in the courtroom. Nick Brown, the guy crucified. He comes from a privileged family. Think he had a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, his family was still supporting him. You know what I'm saying? He confessed to this crime. He left, and he, you know, he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. If a kid from the ghetto would have did this, the kid from the ghetto would have probably just said he came home and this happened and would have played it out to the investigators, would have made him. He get interrogated for maybe an hour or so and admitted, good afternoon, and admits that he gets interrogated for an hour or so and admits that he kills his parents. Straight up. Straight up. So, man, now we got Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne versus Kendrick Lamar. I played the record. If you are a member, like I said, become a member today. In my channel, become a member today. If you are a member, members only. I got that video in there where I did a reaction to the Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne running to Little K Dot said what he had to say, and K Dot felt like everybody. Kendrick Lamar felt like everybody gave him his props. You know, excuse me, he felt like nobody gave him his props on getting to headline the Super Bowl but Nas. And you know, of course, other people, you know, gang, you know what I'm saying, pride, but he's saying false industry dudes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like kind of like leaning towards the Wayne side of things. And he addressed that on a record called Whacked Out Murals. I can't play that record, but if you become a member, I got my members only, my live reaction for that video. Members only, my live reaction from that video. I play the song. I even play some old Wayne in there, man. Y'all make sure y'all become a member and go check out that video. If you become one of my members today, you can check out all the exclusive content. Because a lot of that content that get copyright, and a lot of content that we as content creators try to put out, we get copyright hits, demonetized. So I'm starting making some of that stuff for just members only. When I do my reactions to music, videos, or whatever, where I know that it's going to do all this copyright and stuff, I'm just making members only. And my members that like to see that stuff will look out. Okay. You feel like Lil Wayne publicists did it? I mean, Lil Wayne publicists might have wrote that statement, but that rap was a direct threat and a direct message to Lil Wayne. He said, you know, Lil Wayne's hurt that I'm, you know, of my success. He, you know, he disappointed Lil Wayne being successful. Kendrick gets in that from bar 1 to the end. Whacked Out Murals. Go listen to it right now, bro. Go listen to Whacked Out Murals right now, bro. Kendrick straight. He didn't hold no punches, bro. And it wasn't just Wayne he was talking about, but he directly used Wayne's name. He used somebody else's name too, but he directly used Wayne's name, and he said Nas the only one that congratulated him that he felt like of that old school hip hop genre. You know what I'm saying? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Show love to the channel. Become a member. If you ain't gonna do nothing, hit the like button or subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get the 5K before New Year's. You know what I mean? Can y'all help me get the 5K to New Year's? Share this channel, share this live, do whatever you gotta do. So Kendrick, you know, puts this record in there and he puts his record out because he crushed Drake. Kendrick Lamar crushed Drake just like Pusha T did. So I feel like he's skunking that whole OVO Young Money, that whole campaign. Now he threw the rod out there for Wayne to bite the bait. And if you ask me, Wayne need the bait to get back on the front stage. Now Wayne is great. We love Lil Wayne. But when we go listen to Lil Wayne's show, we are enjoying the old Wayne. What I will say, we're enjoying the old Wayne. When we go to a Lil Wayne show, we're enjoying the old Wayne because, you know, last 5 years per se, he ain't been making nothing. That's like cranking. I don't know. The last 5 years, Wayne never been making nothing that was busting. I don't know. I just can't. Anybody tell me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm gonna say since 2020, under 2020, that year. You know what I mean? Through the Drake era and all that. Yeah, but the last 4 years since 2020, I ain't really been hearing nothing from Wayne. Yeah, but yes, they're gonna push that hard, and they need to push that hard. And I'm gonna tell you why that they should push that hard. Because Wayne's been quiet. He's a lyrical scientist. He's impeccable with Arthur Medulla and with the pen. Weezy is deadly. He get his writers, he get his team around him. He's deadly. But Weezy been in his own world, in his own bag, and he says himself, he blocks himself away from music, he isolates himself, and he focuses on him a lot and whatever he got going on. And that's cool. Now he gotta de-isolate himself. He's gotta come around. He needs to get TURK, BG, Juvenile, Gutter, all them niggas need to get in the studio and go somewhere for like a month and bring that beast Lil Wayne back out for that 2025 run. You know what I'm saying? I think all them niggas could have a nice 2025 if Weezy wake up. They got Hit Mika Drake, they got Bougie Nicki, they got the weapons they need to get back as a full circle. BG home, they got the streets and they got the women, they got everything that they need. Duggar home, you know what I'm saying? You know, they got a lot of collaborators, producers, everything. I just think Wayne need to get with the guys, need to get some good grads in California, and I think he needs to just lock in, and I think he need to just bring that beast up out of him. He talking about don't wake up a sleeping giant. He wants to rest. Nah, man, you got to wake up, bro. Like the giant got to wake up and come out and destroy everything and then go back into hibernation 2026. So 2025, I want to see Wayne and Young Money go. And then the West Coast and Top Dog, you know, they got some young artists that's up and coming. They got some niggas that been putting out records out there that we really don't know. Out on the East Coast, they got a little fire over in the Midwest and the West Coast. So I'm saying it be friendly. You get what I'm saying? It's only bars. It's only bars. I think they need to learn how to stop and promote other people and give them advantage on the same stage. Wayne doesn't really need to get caught up in the battle now and get the name cut up. No. Wayne, when the Hot Boys broke up, let me help you out with this. When the Hot Boys broke up, now listen, let me say this. Your father or your grandfather, he brought the family home and a problem comes to the family. Now he has sons and daughters and grandkids and nieces and nephews that make sure granddaddy don't get hurt. Granddaddy gonna come on the porch. He gonna see what's up and he gonna speak his piece. Wayne gotta speak his piece. Wayne gotta speak his piece. Not only do Kendrick Lamar is challenging him, he respects him. He looks up to him. But now when they feel like, hey, you ain't giving me my props for the Super Bowl. This is my second time at it. And you an idol of mine. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called whacked out murals. You know what I'm saying? You Wayne. You know what I'm saying? You know I fuck with you. You know what I mean? You got videos of Kendrick singing Wayne verses like, or the verses of Wayne put this shit like, stop it. You Wayne. But now, yo, you cried too much about that Super Bowl when another man got. It's been plenty of things that you rightfully, in your mind, you thought that you deserved and you didn't get. So why are you making a big thing out of this? You know what I mean? And Wayne can't kind of like go on. Wayne stay out of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. But Wayne can't kind of like go on stage with him if that Drake beef ain't done before. It won't even look good. Like, yo, nigga crush me, disrespect me, call me a pedophile, and you on stage with him because he in Louisiana. No, sir. It's a rebel now. All it takes is a rebel people to take 10 seconds of Kendrick saw a Roy Drake name through the dirt because they thought he could handle it. Yeah. 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 But guess what? Wade needs to come outside and defend the title and the shit because Wayne, yo, bro. Hip hop is not about disrespecting anything, but like you have 32 NFL teams, and then on week 1 preseason, everybody got a chance at the chip. But do you know it's 31 losers every year? It's 31 losers every year. One person win a Super Bowl. But everybody fighting for the chip. Wayne got plenty of chips around his finger, but he still has a team that's fighting for a chip. You got to come out there. You got to come out there and you got to coach Drake back to being tough and make Drake get tough. And I think Drake will strike back at Kendrick if he gets that support from Wayne. I wouldn't be surprised if Drake or Nicki and them come back with something because they feel like, oh, Wayne stayed mutual in this and kept his mouth closed. And now you putting his name in shit. Like, come on, bro. It's got to be something. He's begging for it. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yo, California don't need us. And I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. California don't need us. The East Coast, the South, the North, got to remember that. The state of California doesn't need us. The state of Texas doesn't need us. The state of Florida doesn't need us. These states are so fucking big, bruh, that they don't need us. Meaning that they could go platinum and gold and make millions of dollars in their states. That's how huge they are. That's how huge they are. They're like being in another country in California. So they don't really care about that. He never got to go to New Orleans to make no money. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest and the West Coast states, the few West Coast states that take care of them. Don't never got to go big bags. You get what I'm saying? And everybody got to touch New York and Atlanta. They don't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana. You know what I'm saying is, so for Wayne and them love California. They play California. They banging. He says to me even some shit I ain't never throwing it up or calling it peace. That's what Kendrick said in his rap. It got deep. I ain't never throwing it up, calling it tree. Say before he call it quits, he going Y'all know the lyrics. But yeah, he dug in that ass, man. Weezy got to say something. It's a rap. It's rap. It's rap, bro. Weezy got to say something. Why wouldn't Weezy say that? Why wouldn't Weezy say nothing? That's all I'm saying. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, man. Come on, man. We want it. The people want it. Y'all just seen Gladiator 2 out. You know what I mean? The people want it. The people like a good old hip-hop rumble. Like a good hip-hop rumble. I know Nicki and them. I know the phone's ringing to Wayne. Yo, chill. Hey, Wayne ain't even answering the phone. He weird like that. He don't even want to be bothered. He don't want to pay attention. But that nigga Kendrick Lamar, remember what I told you, it's going to make him say something, bro. It's going to make him say something. Going to keep nitpicking, bro. And what Wayne going to come out and do? And like I said, I don't want that guitar rock and roll Wayne, bro. Wayne got to go back to that squad up Wayne. That, you know what I'm saying? Everybody scream out the Carters. The Carters are classical. I fucked it with Carter 1, 2, and 3. I don't know about the Carter 4 and 5. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know about the Carter 4 and 5. I don't. I'm just be so real with y'all. I do not know about the Carter 4 and 5. I don't know about it. I don't know about it. But the Carter 1, 2, and 3, that lights out, those, Block is Hot joints, that mixtape Wayne, that's when I was a huge fan. That feature Wayne, that's my Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Even, I like when artists switch up and do different type of music. Wayne, I listen to him, you know what I'm saying? He went a couple places where I felt like good musicians could go. You know what I mean? He went a few places with Lollipop and How to Love. He went a couple places where I felt like, yeah, Wayne, I see you, boy. You up in your level. But then Wayne started like going all the way left, kind of, bro. He started, to me, as a hip-hop head. He started as a dude that was fucking with him since Block is Hot and the Hot Boy albums and seeing his growth. I felt Lollipop. Like I said, I felt How to Love. I felt the joint with Robin. I felt the joint with Runo, with the drummers dude. I felt some of the joints that he was doing because I'm like, yo, artists always flip the script and did little different shit. That's what makes you rather unique. That's what gets you on the Billboard charts. That's what gets you big shows in a big bag. I liked it, Wayne, when he did that. But when Wayne just went all the way another way, and he was like, I don't listen to music, I don't do this, I think Wayne really felt like kind of out of touch. But, being in this business so long and he had a little thing going on with his, you know, his mentor, his CEO, you know what I'm saying? Birdman, so Wayne had a lot going on. But now I'm saying Kendrick might be just saying, yo, come outside. Maybe this is just an alley hoop off the glass to get you some records and to get some sold out shows and get some things going for you. You know what I'm saying? Because Wayne ain't 45 yet. Wayne like what, 41, 42 years old. So you know what I'm saying? Give him a burst of energy. I feel like he pumping life into you for the next 3 years. You could put out some projects, do some features, and then you know you could go relax. You know, but you know, Wayne could tour forever. Everybody know that. Wayne could tour forever off of all of the masterpieces he got, all the great art he got. He could tour forever, pack arenas. You're gonna be singing on your feet. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For a certain crowd. Kendrick is saying, hey, come get some of this new money. You know what I mean? Come on, come get some of this new money. Let me wake you up. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about Lil Wayne, but you know what I mean? How relevant is he in the 25 and under crowd? How relevant is he into that crowd that's basically 24 and under that consume the most music? Between 12 to 24, they consume the most music. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, Kendrick, that they not like us, and meet the certain tracks are in that algorithm. You get what I'm saying? Wayne is in the, you know, the 30 and over algorithm, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? That's who's gonna go see a show or just a super hip hop kid. But right now, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists that these the 24 and under crowd will go see before they go see Wayne. And that's the truth. Yeah, yes. They get caught up in business. We never know what his debt's like. We never know. They get caught up with business because you are artists and you can spark a beef and go on $100 million run. It's genius. It's smart. It's for me. It's black power. It might I mention in a sense. It's like, yo, bro, I don't, you know what I'm saying? We got a little spark going. Let me spark this little. Let me wake you up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like your brother going out in the yard and boxing with you for a little bit. He ain't trying to hurt you. It's just love. You know what I mean? If that's the way they keep it, but no matter what, my thing and my theology of it is never going to change. Wayne need to say something back. Wayne is not in that lollipop bag. Wayne is not in that 1 million sold in a week bag. He not in that bag where you could just sit back and say, man, I ain't got to say nothing. He ain't in the Jay-Z bag where he ain't got to say nothing. He's just not in that. He not in that mold. He's a GOAT. He's a legend. He's got masterpieces of artwork, but he just ain't in that. He just ain't in that retirement stage, might I say. He just not in that stage where as though, yo, you on the level where you ain't even got to reply. Not, you don't have to reply to a B-list or C-list artist, but an A+ artist saying something with you and putting your name in the rap and you ain't did nothing to him or said nothing to him. But in his mind, you didn't congratulate him on the Super Bowl. You halfway congratulated him on the Super Bowl. Like, shout out to him. You know, I'm proud of whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But you kept bringing it up. Like, I disappointed my fans. How you disappointed your fans by not getting the Super Bowl? If that's the case, half of hip hop is disappointed at y'all niggas because a lot of y'all niggas ain't been on the Super Bowl stage. You understand what I'm saying? And at one time, they wasn't bringing hip-hop artists on the Super Bowl stage. It was more like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Garth Brooks type shit. Madonna, you know what I'm saying? That was the face for this TV. Now it's getting into the hip-hop genre, and now there's more. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe next year New York's going to have their day. You get what I'm saying? But I know they're going in popular demand who's hot at the time. If Kendrick Lamar didn't do the Super Bowl in Louisiana, outside of Wayne, the 4 people that I had in the comment box, could you tell me if it's not Lil Wayne or Kendrick Lamar, who would you like to see perform at the Super Bowl? If you had a choice to pick somebody to go to the Super Bowl and perform this year, who would you pick? Leaving Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne out, who would you want to see on national TV, the halftime, the most show watched in the world? Who would you want to see on that stage? Who would you be proud to see on that stage? Me, I would like to see them bring out a variety of new artists. I would like to see them bring out new growth. That's it. I would like to see those new artists get their shine. Like Lotto and Gorilla. You know what I mean? Excuse my French, but yeah. Who would y'all like to see perform at the Super Bowl if it wasn't Kendrick Lamar or Lil Wayne? Who would you like to see put at the Super Bowl? Y'all put that in the comment box. It's important to me because I want to know if it ain't Kendrick or it ain't Wayne and it's New Orleans, who would y'all want to see on that stage? You know what I'm saying? How, could we take a poll? Who would you want to see perform at the Super Bowl? Like real shit. Some people don't even care. They just like, hey, long as it's a good halftime show. You get what I'm saying? Most, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have that 25%. Hey, as long as it's a good halftime show, I don't really care. As long as it's exciting. The last one was exciting. You know, when they brought out the whole, you know, Dre and this whole thing, that was fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see something like that. You get what I'm saying? I would like to see something like that. But, you know, for how, you know, the Super Bowl is for more of a clean cut person. You get what I'm saying? I would like to see that. You feel me? Shit, you ask me if Diddy recorded and all that, I would like to see Diddy do that. The Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah, I said what I said because he could bring out a lot of acts that will keep everybody excited. But that's still like old school, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel about it overall. Just real talk. That's just how I truly feel that way though. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, YNW MELLY, man. Like I said, man, y'all send y'all prayers, man, out for MELLY. Broward County, you know, it's got like, you know, 1 more week to come up with this decision why he should stay in jail. Again, man, Lil DURK, man, you know, he's waiting. You know, Diddy, you know, trial supposed to start in May, but everybody's gonna be talking about Diddy tomorrow. I'll be at y'all at 9 o'clock in the morning with the Diddy news. You know, to find out if they're gonna let him out on bail. And if they let him out on bail, that's gonna be like some of the biggest news. It's gonna be explosive. You get what I'm saying? And what would be the conditions of his bail? Because the prosecutors, in my eyes, was kind of like withholding evidence and playing games. I think they should come with a different bail thing. I just feel like he should have 24-hour security. You know, they should monitor his phone calls. They should monitor his movement, but he should be allowed to work, you know what I'm saying, as Diddy. He should be allowed those, you know, 12 hours a day to go work, you know, food, you know, just to do things to clear his mind and also prepare for his case. And then another thing that I was saying yesterday on my show is that what I don't like is in the court system, a prosecutor in them could bribe witnesses and do that stuff and say all this stuff and give out, you know, immunity, but a defense team can't go and have the same options to say to a, you know, person that could send their defendant to jail. If, you know, the prosecutor say, help me get a convictions and I'll make it easy on you. While defense can't go and say, well, we should be offered the same thing to the witness too, to offer them something to not, you know, get up to not get a conviction for y'all. It should go both ways, but it's America, we know. No, I ain't heard Say Rock, man. But if you can remember this Raw Dope podcast, it's in my description, man. Send me his music, send a link to me, bro, and I will listen to the music. I will listen to the music. They say, remember now, it takes a mem. People can take 10 seconds. Kendrick song, y'all heard you. Yeah, this Wake and Bake was pretty good, man. Where y'all from, yo? Like I said, man, free DURK, man. Free DURK, man. Free DURK, man. That's just the most craziest thing. So if y'all looked at my thumbnail, that's I'm from a city, a place called Baltimore, Maryland. And right now, I posted that because I seen the mayor of our city. He posted Maryland Road Records. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, all the high position in Maryland is held by, you know, people of color, you know, black people. The mayor, Brandon Scott, Governor Westmore, the other guy, Anthony, I think it's Anthony Westmore, and then it's like Anthony, it's one or more, and then it's the lady. I can't even remember everybody's position, but the most positions that I know is the mayor and the governor, and they kind of like working together to make it's a female artist one of the best. I mean, right now, yeah, I feel like in 2024, to be honest with you, but let me finish this. You know, the reason why that thumbnail was important to me because the mayor posted that on Instagram and to show the conglomerate of the culture, you know, black women and black men just holding big offices in Maryland, and they're working together to make Maryland a better place. You get what I'm saying? And it's good that we have these, younger, per se, maybe under 50 year people that's under 50 because they of the hip hop culture. They of the culture. They're human. You know what I'm saying? We think people that's in government places and hold high position, we think they're aliens. To be honest with you, we think they're aliens. We think they're robots. Like they're not human. But yeah, these people are showing that they're human. They out in the community and they definitely support Maryland. So that's what my thumbnail was all about. And yes, there's a few female artists, bro, that's killing them. Glorilla killing them. Glossed Up killing them. Scarlet killing them. You get what I'm saying? Lotto killing them. Megan still charting. Nicki still hot. You get what I'm saying? Cardi still hot. You know what I'm saying? It's tons of female. I can't name them offhand, but yes, the female game is killing them. But they're not gonna put that. You get what I'm saying? But the females are definitely holding their weight in the game. They definitely holding their weight. They definitely holding it down industry wise. And I'm a hip hop lover. I'm a hip hop nerd. So so I listen to all music. And yes, females are killing them. Females are killing them, yes. You know what I mean? It's a female rapper. It's in the top 10 of all great hip hop. Nah. Would a female rapper make hip hop top 100 of all times? Yes. But I don't think it's a female rapper that I heard yet that could top the top male artist in my top 10. That's just, and I'm not knocking nothing towards female artists. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not locking nothing towards female artists. But I'm just letting them know that, yeah, it's a good place. It's a good place, hip hop. But like I said, I feel like it haven't been no hip hop masterpieces this year. That's what I'm gonna be honest. Like underground wise, yes. Mainstream wise, no. Nobody put out an album that I'm just not going to forget this year. Honestly, I haven't heard no records that I'll be like, yo, I can't forget this record. We always got to deal with this record. I haven't heard it, man. But listen, man, I thank y'all for tapping in, man. I had to tap in before football come on, man. Had to get it out, man. That's my wrap up, man. Free DURK, free MELLY, man. Free Diddy, man. Free all the guys that's incarcerated, man, that has not been found guilty of a crime now. You know what I'm saying? And then, though we live in a world where they say you're innocent and proved guilty, but my motto when you come from the ghetto and you black, you're guilty until proven innocent, man. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Tap with me a little Lego, catch me on Bigo, Instagram. I'm blocked from Instagram right now. Follow us on Facebook, our groups, Raw Dope Podcast, everywhere. Subscribe to my channel, support my channel, man. And I thank y'all, man. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope Podcast vlog. Let's go.